So I use spray paint. It's probably my favorite thing ever. I paint with anything like acrylic, oil. Spray paint's just such a powerful medium to paint with. I've always wanted to get into graffiti, like street graffiti and writing and tagging and everything like that, but living in Minnesota when it's snowing 99% of the time, there's not an opportunity to get out and tag walls and practice and be safe and legal. So a lot of it just came from the fact that I was just living in a super small college apartment and I needed to be able to paint in my living room. So if I wanted to use spray paint, I just threw it on whatever I had. I had like small canvases, pieces of cardboard that I would spray paint on. So that's kind of just how it developed onto canvas, and it just kind of stuck. I started doing it inside. I would just open up my windows, throw a mask on, and just like stink up the entire apartment complex. But right now, yeah, I paint outside or in a garage if I can. But right now it's just mostly spray paint. On my downtime when I'm not doing commissions and stuff, I'll paint with oil or acrylic. I like acrylic a lot, it's super sharp. I draw a little bit too, but mostly spray paint right now. It's just, I'm trying to get better at the craft and get really good with the stencils and everything, so I'm just trying to collect all the cans I can and keep going with it. Yeah, so this is Georgia Smith. She's probably one of my favorite artists. I've thrown her on canvas probably 3 or 4 different times, so that's probably my favorite picture ever too. She's from England and she's a hip-hop artist. She's super dope. And then over here is Trippy Red. Probably another one of my favorite artists. Also a really fun artist to paint. Any artist that has like colored hair, tattoos all over their face is just kind of wild and has their own personal style. I love translating that onto canvas. It's so much fun. And then, this is Big Sean over here. This is the first painting I've ever done of him, and I liked him because he had a really striking like side profile. He's always really like clean cut too, so I love the fade and the cleanup on his beard and everything. So yeah, those are probably some of my favorite pieces. I wanted to bring them.
Yes. How long does it take?
Oh, these sizes probably anywhere from like 2 to 3 weeks. A lot of the work that goes into the canvases is all prep work. So I'm doing stencils, I'm cutting them, I'm burning them, I'm inside pretty much the whole time, and then I'll throw these on canvas in one session. I'll paint anywhere from 8 to like 12 hours a day, just however long it takes, because I can't necessarily like drop it and come back to it. I have to get it all done in one session since I'm doing it outside. I'm from Farmington, about 40 minutes south of the cities, so kind of a weird place to be while trying to build a career in Minneapolis. Any downtime I had, I was in the cities though. I was at shows, I was at like Mill City, the Nether Bar, Honey, places like that, just meeting up with people, doing pop-ups, or just supporting people doing music, other artists out there. I'm here because this is where I was born. I like Minneapolis. I love the city for more reasons than just art. I love the people. It's a good place to call home, but I'm definitely looking forward and wanting to move on. It's cold here all the time, and there isn't really a big graffiti scene out here too. So I'm definitely looking to move on from Minnesota, but it's a good place to call home for now.
Where would you go?
Denver, Colorado in a heartbeat, up in the mountains for sure. Yeah, there's a huge graffiti scene out there. A lot of my favorite artists are from there too, and I've just always wanted to be out there. I have the state flower tatted on my arm too. I've never even been there, so it's just kind of, it's my place. It calls to me, yeah, for sure. Ideally, right now, short term, I just want more consistency. I want to be filling my day, my 8 hours of my day with the art, making commissions for people, filling orders, like really just the hustle of it is kind of what I want. I get that in spurts, but it's not consistent, just like anybody. And I crave it so much to just roll out of bed and do that all day and just live in that world. That would totally be enough for me, short term, I guess, and long term too. But I think you have to think of it as like, obviously your art's your business, and it took me a hella long time to figure that out because I used my art as my outlet. So it was just like, my way to cope with my stresses or my way to get through my day, and I wasn't thinking of it from a business standpoint, but you can really like drive your multiple incomes off of like one canvas. It doesn't have to just be the canvas. If you're an artist, you can draw, you can like make videos, tips and tricks for people, do pop-ups, do prints. There's so many options, and commissions are just like such a small part that like if you want to fill your day with it, you just have to find different ways to filter your art out into the world outside of just the canvas. I don't have a website right now. That's the only place I network is on social media, and I love it just because like I love that quick interaction, those DMs, those quick like reactions, support. I like being able to be that close to people. It gets overwhelming when it's a lot, and I don't love being connected to my phone in that way, but I like being accessible, and I like being able to see how my art affects people if it does. It's hard for me to paint people that have passed away. You wanna paint them, you wanna support them, you wanna kind of throw your own 2 cents into the culture, but I can't paint them right away and throw that out into the world.
How do you balance that? Like, you know, like
it's really just like my gut. If I have any percentage of hesitation, I just won't paint them at that moment too. Like there's so many faces out there, there's so many people to paint, and culture happens so quick, so it's not like you're missing out on anything. And you can, for me, it's just like wanting to put that out when it's right for me, because that's when the piece is going to be its best, so it's never a rush, but it's just really a gut feeling. I have to just mull it over, really. I mainly just work solo. I would love to collab with people. I'm hella shy. It stops connections from happening, so I would love to collab in the future, and I think it opens up so much more opportunity for dope art, and that's all it has to be. So yeah, I would love to do that moving forward. There's so many talented people out there. Yeah, I have a couple different favorites. There's a couple people, yeah, for sure. YH Crew is really, really dope. I would say Mad Steez is really cool too. He does a little bit more like canvas stuff now, but he's done productions like Under Bridges and stuff that are just like mind-blowing. The colors are insane. I would love to get to that level too, like just being able to tag and go out and do something on a wall. I think I guess that would be a goal, is to take that to the stenciling to a wall next would be really dope. Do a mural or something like that. I've done 36 by 48, that's just one.
What is that?
That's a 24 by 36, so just a little bit bigger than that. Okay. But I've done, it's hard because like the lyric show, I did 8 or 10 canvases, and that like square footage wise, that's probably the biggest order or biggest like custom set I've ever put together. But just on a solo canvas, 36 by 48 is probably the biggest, and that's like my arm span. So I don't know if I could go any bigger than that for stenciling, but I love working big. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Yeah. To anybody that's ever supported my art, whether it's been like a super quick reaction or DM on Instagram, or somebody that's bought a piece, or somebody that's come up to me at a pop-up, like this is for sure my livelihood. It's my lifeblood. I couldn't do anything else if I tried. So I just want to say thank you. Like it goes such a long way, and to continue to do that for anybody that you support on a big scale or a small scale. It can be somebody you don't have any access to, or it could be your best friend. Like reach out in the big and small ways, and keep pushing your craft, I guess. My name's Emily Maye, and this is Starin at the City.